and gentlemen, welcome back, and today I'm showing you guys something that I haven't really done this on the channel yet. I'm showing you guys my first, really custom MOC, I guess. I mean, I've showed you guys MOCs before. If you go back and look, I have a MOC video of just pictures, but I've never actually, showed you guys a MOC in depth or anything. So I'm gonna do that. If you guys don't follow me on Bricks Amino, I showed this maybe a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. So if you guys want to see some quality stuff, now I'm just rambling. So let's get into this. This is a custom Bat-Mech. It's kind of based on this is Batman's version of the Hulkbuster, if he needs to deal with Killer Croc or Gorilla Grodd. Because as you guys know, I'll put a picture on the screen. There was a mech that came out with the Gorilla Grodd Goes Bananas set, and that mech is garbage. Maybe for smaller kids it's better, but this right here is my version. Now you'll notice some parts are a little loose, but that's because this is a MOC. This isn't meant to be played with rough and tough or whatever. And also I'm gonna explain why some of the parts these are all just random parts. Is because this is actually gonna be a major player in Multiverse. It'll be in Multiverse, the Brick Film series. You'll see Bruce Wayne and Alfred build this slowly, throughout the episodes. It'll have episodes that are in the Batcave. It'll have different amounts of progress on it until it's done, and then maybe when it's done, I'll have a showdown between Iron Man in the Hulkbuster and Batman and his Bat-Mech. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. So, I wasn't trying to copy the Hulkbuster perfectly. I was just I got my black bin of pieces out, and I kind of just looked and saw, okay, so I have these pieces. Let's see what we can do. I like this. I like the way this looks, like a gear on the side. I do want to warn you guys, though, if you're going to use this design for how the feet are built, be careful, because if you put any pressure, this falls off really easily. So I need to come up with a better way to stabilize that. But, so I guess we'll start over here and I'll just start explaining. So this is a plasma gun. So if you were going to shoot some plasma or something, I think I want to go with it being concentrated beams of fire. You know how if you have a flamethrower, the fire kind of spews up and down everywhere? This is more of a concentrated beam of fire. And the middle one is blue because, if you guys didn't know, blue fire burns the hottest, so this would be the one that hurts the most on a human or a metahuman or whatever is being shot. So you can see I just used some ladders for the side there, some mini bar ladders. And then these jet pods on the back kind of work like exhaust. So this is what would be giving off steam from the concentrated fire. Because in universe, the beam would have to, whoa, I'm moving the background. In universe, the beam would have to go through this, the wires would have to go through that into this. And this wire is actually plugged in under here, under there. And it adds a really cool effect. So that's this arm. And then I guess we'll just work our way through the different limbs. This is more of a machine gun arm. So if you need to take down a wave of militia people, a wave of an army, you would just take this and be machine gun, and it would shoot. Also, if you need to do a fist, since this sticks out so far, I popped it on the stud shooters. You can pop it off, and then your fist is ready. And then in universe, you can call it back, kind of like how Iron Man can call his armor back, which is cool. This is a really old sticker. That's why it's like that. It's been through some serious stuff. It's been wet before, so it's a really bad sticker. But I like the way it looks. So, you know what? I'll bring the Hulkbuster up here for comparison on some of these features. So, if you needed to, you could take the chains here and do a backward slash and just rake across, since there's a blade here too, and you can do some serious damage going back like that. so just keep that out of frame so mine looks better. I'll show you guys the cockpit last. The legs are pretty straightforward. Just I wanted to make them big and bulky because I had an original version of this mech, guys. This mech, like this base, is actually, if you can't tell, it's derived off of this, because if you look, they're structurally built the same. Okay, so this is my original, like my first mech, because I got this here. This base for the mech has been built for, I think, a year and a half now. And that also gives it the achievement of being my longest put together custom build, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that gives it longest custom build that I've made since I got back into LEGO a couple years ago. And then this side right here, I just put some extra details on there and stuff. This is cracked, like maybe Batman got thrown against a wall and is breaking the heel or something. And this on the back, I'm just gonna remove this for now, just so it's not in the way. Also, it's been molded now, because it's been like that for a couple of days, like it's been like this for a week since it was built. So, this, actually, the original intent of this was to be like a bat wing kind of thing. So like if Batman needed assistance, you can pop this off the back, and it becomes a little miniature flyer thing. But that didn't work out because it's way too big for a minifigure. If you can't tell, like, just get it back off. If I were to put it on a minifigure, look, Batman can't even stand up. Like, he can't even stand up while that thing's on. So I decided to just leave it permanently on the mech now. I'll probably make some upgrades to these back things, like these what are they called? Exhaust, like the jets, in the future, because if you look at it realistically, those two things does not look like what could make maybe a 2-ton hunk of steel fly. So yeah, and I just have some sword details on there. Jeez, I do not know what just happened with the lighting, but I'm gonna drag the contrast down a little bit there, so it's kind of normal. So yeah, that's pretty much it for everything around the sides. Now I'll take you guys over like the chest and everything. These pieces, these are really good pieces. Like these, they're trans blue. They came in the Avengers Tower from Age of Ultron. You put the stickers on them. They're from the little drone. Even though I know that Batman did not get help from Stark Industries, the sticker was already on there, and I'm not going to take it off because it's a nice sticker. So that's pretty much the outside. This part went through a renovation. I had a different piece here that was smaller, and then I was going through my parts bin because I wanted to upgrade the arms, and I saw this, and I was like, oh, well, let's make some modifications and make it look like that. So, yeah, in-universe, which I refer to that a lot in this video, the power core would be probably somewhere in the middle there. And, of course, what is a mech if you can't put Batman inside of it? So these just fold down. Those are just for detail. They don't really do anything special. And then this does flip down, and you can put Batman in there with his cape. That was something I wanted to make sure I could do, is put Batman in there with his cape, with his cowl, with all that stuff. And then just put him in like that. And yeah, as you can see, these pieces on the bottom like to fall off a lot. So if you guys have any ways to fix that, like if you have a picture solution, or if you have a comment, leave a comment. Or if you have like a picture solution, just send me a Gmail, or send me an email on Google or a Twitter message, because that'd be awesome if I could fix it. So that's what Batman looks like in it. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this back on, because the mech does not look the same without it. And these feet pieces are starting to get on my nerves, which they do. They start to get on your nerves. But since this is sitting on a shelf 99.9% of the time, it's fine. So, there you go. There's my Batman mech. I did want to share this with you guys. And before I end it, here's let me see if I can try to put the Hulkbuster in a similar position. Just get you guys focused back on the mech there. Just for like size reference, I'll get the Hulkbuster in a similar stance, so you guys can see. They're roughly about the same size. That would probably be a fair fight, I think, if you were to get these two mechs in a fight. I think it'd be pretty fair. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a like down below. Comment what what MOCs you guys would like me to build in the future, and maybe I'll build them. So see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.